Epic conclusion, and you're the man to start this off. So we're gonna do this right. Hey everyone,
This is the Johnny Popcorn Channel.
and today we're showing you the epic conclusion on how to safely trade Funko Pop with others. And we're gonna jump right into this here. So we are gonna conclude this 4-part series. It was gonna be a 3, but ended up being a 4. Because what we wanted to discuss, we took too long unboxing. So we'll make another video for y'all. And we're gonna start us off. So Dark Eye, what would you have done differently?
I think one of the biggest things that I want to do differently is I take pride in my packing, and I believe I packed your box pretty well. But I think one of the things I wish I would have done a little bit better was packing the side of your box a little bit more, putting a little bit more padding, putting a little bit more bubble wrap in there. I wish they had a sorter for that chomp, because I was really worried when you showed me that damage was there. I was like, oh man, I hope that like the chomp did not get damaged at all. I'm glad it didn't. But other than that, right off the bat, I don't think of anything that I could have done with shipping wise to get it to you any safer, other than maybe putting a little bit more packing on those corners, or possibly double boxing the chomp.
Totally agree with you. So, was there anything else you would have done differently with the trade? I mean, I have a few ideas, but I'm going to let you answer first. Of a couple of things that I would have done differently.
I think this goes for both of us. We suck at communication.
That's what I was going to say.
I think what we said we were going to do, it got done. But we've been talking about this trade since middle of June, so it's been 2.5 months.
Timing was horrible.
I mean, it was. You were available. I wasn't available. I was available. You weren't available, and that's it's just what it is. But if we had some issues like that, but I don't think that really hindered the trade. It just made because we were doing the trade video, it made the trade video stretch out longer. I mean, shoot, even tonight, we were talking about it, and our communication got a lot better, I have to say. We really did a lot better communicating. Yeah. But like even tonight, it was like, well, if we don't do it tonight, I'm not sure when we're gonna do it, because like I'm busy tomorrow night. And then we were like, well, maybe we can do it this weekend. So we were trying to figure that out. So definitely things like that. On that same note, you're 3 hours behind me on time zones, so it's a little different doing things like that as well, because it's like, oh, I'm 3 hours ahead of you. So when you're talking about like recording at 9 o'clock at night, I'm talking about midnight. So it's just little things like that you don't think about too much until you're trying to do a video or you're trying to talk to the person. You're like, oh wow, that's I'm doing it at midnight my time.
Totally agree. And communication definitely was an issue. I mean, at the beginning, we weren't saying diddly squat to either of us, and I'll blame too. I would just be like, I was just assuming half the time, oh yeah, we'll just talk later, and he'll message me, and then like 2 weeks will go by, and I'm like, man, I thought he was gonna message me later, and then turns out you're like, oh, I was waiting for you, and I'm like, oh, this is not good. And that's when we finally were like, all right, we need to start talking. And it took a month, but we finally got into a rhythm. And again, like you said, the trade took too long, but we've been finding every week how to get in motion with everything. So I mean, it is time we know, we just communicate a heck of a lot better than we did this time.
So I had a better friendship out of it too, because we've talked a lot more and we've opened up to each other and just hey, like, what's going on, man? Just want to check in today, see how things are going. And it was funny too, because you told me you did not want tracking at all. So I had shipped it out, and I'm like, so do I tell him, or do I just not say anything? So I texted Sharon, happy, and I was like, hey, like, here's the tracking info if you want it. Johnny said don't give it to him, so I just didn't give it to him. But and then a couple days later, you were talking to me, and I was like, you were like, so did you ship out a package or what? And I was like, well, you told me not to tell you, so I'm not telling you anything. And then like 6 hours later, did not expect it, but the package was good. So, there's always those good surprises where like, I don't think you expected that. And then you got it and it was kind of cool.
Exactly.
Or, Sharon had to track it and I hope she was tracking it all the way across. So things like that, little cool surprises during it.
Exactly. But yeah, communication is definitely a better key. And to be honest, I think those were the two big things for me: is shipping and the communication. Everything else seemed to work out for me the way it should have. I mean, I think communication to me was the biggest downfall between us on this trade. And that's the thing, you got to stay in contact with people, especially people you don't know that you're trading with. Like, we got to see it firsthand. If you don't, you're just sitting there wondering, like, okay, what's happening? When is this going to happen? Is this falling through?
Well, and that's the thing that, I was dealing with someone else, was that, like, promised this pop to someone else, trying to get them something that they really wanted. And, it's nothing on you. I was just like, yeah, mine that I had ordered didn't arrive. And so then I was trying to talk to Funko about getting my pop that I had ordered. And then like this thing, I was like, finally I got, one just so I can send it off to my friend, because like I still kind of want one, I was an Eagle Scout and everything, and that's what Kronk is in this pop, so it's really a cool pop. So, but just talking, and I've had to talk to him and be like, hey, like, it's coming a little late, I'm sorry, like, didn't expect this to happen, nothing on you, but it's just that communication that I've learned to move forward on my next trades and things.
Sum it up for our trade and what we could have done differently. Again, communication, shipping, those are two main keys. I would say we could do better next time. And for any kind of trade in the future, communication is number one. Make sure it's packed good and shipped out good. The trade should go good, and just give people tracking numbers. I only,
being able to get the tracking and like, oh, well, it's coming in on Friday. I don't want to like leave town or anything. I want to be in town on Friday so I can pick it up. Whatever the case is, having that tracking really, really is nice.
True. Well then, Dark Eye, this concludes our little mini-series. Hope to have you on again sometime in the future. Enjoy this video, and you tune in next Tuesday right here on the Johnny Popcorn channel, because guess what? I love everybody! Woo! Come on, you want to click one of those two videos. Go there, watch.